Prachi, experience or goal first? Experience or goal first? Toastmaster Prachi. It was year 2020 when we have first lockdown. So everybody was kind of free, and you can see that, experience that from Insta or any social media. Even in our club, members were so active that generally BP education has a problem in getting a speaker, and at that time everybody wanted to take speech. And I was not the exception at that time. Even I remember one day I was working, and out of blue I just started downloading the pathways material and started checking the objective of each and every speech. And I did it for level 3, level 4, level 5 all. At level 4 there was one speech that caught my attention. It was project 2, which was elective, and it was creating a podcast. Good evening to all.
Good evening. Good evening.
So at that time, I didn't have any experience of creating a podcast, but I thought this sounds interesting. Let's do something interesting and fun. And then I posted a message on TMND WhatsApp group. If anybody has experience in creating podcasts, let me know, because I'm planning to create that project. So I was a part of Yellow House at that time, and I have another member in that house, Rahul Pahuja, and he was the one I used to speak the least. I had impression about him that he's careless person and he's kind of irresponsible. So, but he was the one who reached out to me. He said that he also wanted to do something like this, but he didn't have experience, so he can help me out with that. So I decided, instead of creating podcasts, I can create some content for my firm, for my company, and that way I can keep 2 birds with 1 arrow. So I decided to create some videos instead of podcast or conversation at that time. And Rahul was the one who helped me with all the video editing, because I don't like to do it. And the person to whom I used to speak the least, and he is the one to whom I speak the most now. In fact, he is not a member right now, but I created that sort of connection with him that I can speak to him at personal level also. Second, so it was 2020. I haven't completed my project yet. Because I was supposed to create content of 1 hour, and I created some video. Then I started doing something else, and there were moments I thought, okay, let's skip this project. I won't do it because it will take lots of time. Who will do it now? Then I started searching for, okay, let's see what are other electives available. And there were other electives that I could have done easily. For instance, there was one that you need to manage an online meeting, and I could have taken the role of TMOD and completed that project. But somewhere at the back of my mind, I was not happy taking any other project, because I wanted to complete this project. And there are 2 reasons, because this was something interesting and challenging for me. Second one is, I'm somebody who doesn't leave things incomplete. So what I did was that I started another project, another pathways level simultaneously. Then I'm yet to complete that project, right? However, I got the experience of creating videos, and I got that experience, and that helped me. In fact, I got a chance to give presentations online. And you know what's the worst part with online presentation? You don't have interaction with the audience, because I took 2 training sessions with an incubation center, and it was like I was speaking to myself. Because even if you try to interact with people, there are people who don't interact. It's at the end, when you have completed your presentation, people will ask you questions. But I was kind of comfortable, because while creating those videos, I was talking to myself only at that point of time. Second thing is that experience also helped me, because I work for a PE fund, and they approached me that they want to create a podcast with me. I was not the interviewer, but I was giving the interview, and I was quite comfortable with that podcast also, because of that experience coming in. Now, I have completed that project, and considering these videos that I have created and these interviews that I have given, I can complete that project. But I feel that I also want to do something apart from creating all these professional stuff. So I approached Monica, who is a Toastmaster right now, and I said, let's do some interview, or let's do some podcast on yoga, which was supposed to be completed by last week, but because of my laziness and procrastination, I haven't done that yet. I will do that soon. So all in all, if you see, it's been 2 years, I haven't completed a project. I haven't completed a project of Toastmasters, which I could have done. Wow, what a progress, isn't it? I'm progressing well. Now, let me share another perspective also. There was a project in Toastmasters Pathways, and then I got a chance to explore lots of things. I got to create new friendship. I got to create new videos. Got to create some content, and I got to talk to so many people. So what I'm trying to say here is that you can have two roads leading to the same destination. One road is straight where you can go straight and reach quite fast, maybe in half an hour, and there is another road that will take somewhere around 4 to 5 hours for you to reach there. Now, which one will you choose? Ashish, which one will you choose?
Then it depends on a lot of other contexts as well.
Exactly.
That's also important.
Exactly. So I'm not saying that you need to choose one or you need to choose another. It all depends. For instance, had it been my professional commitment, I might have chosen the first one, which lead to the destination within half an hour. However, with Toastmasters, I have leverage of exploring things, experiencing things. So it's not always about goal. There are other factors that you need to consider. Because in life you don't get to choose each and every time. Sometimes you need to fulfill your commitments. But there are times when you can experience things. We have been conditioned, most of us have been conditioned since our childhood to be a part of that race, to win, right? To achieve first rank or whatever, to win. But that is not how the life is. Life is about experiences. You can choose depending upon your priorities, your other goals. And it's not that you have to rush somewhere because life is all about experiences. For example, today I could have taken TD, but I thought, okay, I can do the impromptu because I have never experienced that. At most, what you can do, that you can fumble or that's fine because you are getting that encouraging environment. So it's applicable in all of part of your life. For example, hobbies. Sometimes when we are taking any hobby, it's quite stressful and we just want to perfect it. But you can step back and you can keep your perfection side for your professional or student life or somewhere else. But you can explore things in other part of life. So on this note, I would like to pass the stage back to TMND.